반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
What if the people you loved your whole life turned out to be strangers and the one you hated were actually your real family? O Kang Su's world turned upside down when he found out a shocking truth. The man standing in front of him was his real father. His eyes shook with disbelief. He was already having a hard time accepting that Jang Mie, someone he resented, was actually his birth mother. But now, meeting his biological father too, it was too much to handle. On top of that, Dr. Sari, the woman he quietly wished would end up with his brother, turned out to be family. This truth hit him like a truck, and when his real dad suddenly showed up and held his hands, telling him something unexpected, Kang Su was left completely speechless. As Kang Su came face to face with both his birth parents, he stood at a painful crossroads. The life he believed in for 30 years turned out to be a lie. His whole identity began to crumble. The values he had lived by, the courage to risk his life for someone in danger, he thought all of it came from his loving, honest parents. He remembered how they lived with strong morals even when money was tight, how they forgave people like Jang Mie and Dok Kotak despite their crimes. Kang Su grew up watching them and made up his mind to live the same way. But with just one sentence from Dok Kotak, everything shattered. His memories felt like a fake dream. Even the happy times now felt distant and unfamiliar. Still, Kang Su wasn't the only one hurting. Jang Mie, his real mother, was also breaking down. She couldn't stop crying after seeing the pain in Kang Su's eyes as he turned away from her. His heavy sigh, his lost expression, it kept stabbing her heart. That guilt and sadness quickly turned into anger. She shouted at Dok Kotak, furious that he had shaken up Kang Su's life like this. But something was different this time. Dok Kotak had seen her angry before, but this time her voice was shaking. Her eyes were teary and her emotions felt too real. He stared at her and asked if she was hiding something. Jang Mie avoided his eyes and made excuses, saying they shouldn't be the one to dig up old secrets. She quickly escaped to her room, afraid her tears would expose everything. But Dok Kotak couldn't ignore what he saw. Jang Mie's obsession with Kang Su didn't make sense anymore. Back then, he thought she just liked kids. But after living with her for 30 years, he knew she didn't care much for children at all. She never approached babies or smiled at them. She even avoided them. Yet she had always treated Kang Su differently. She held him, sang to him, cooked for him with such care. Those memories suddenly felt suspicious. He became convinced she was hiding something big. The next morning, Dok Kotak decided to find out the truth once and for all. He quietly took Jang Mie's toothbrush from the bathroom and arranged to meet Kang Su at a cafe, pretending he wanted to apologize. He planned a secret DNA test between them. Even then, Kang Su stayed calm and respectful, saying that even if they weren't related by blood, his brothers were still his family. Watching him, Dok Kotak started to question if he was just overthinking things. But he still handed over the toothbrush and cup for testing. When the test day finally arrived, Dok Kotak drove to the center still doubtful. He even laughed to himself, thinking how could someone like Jang Mie give birth to someone as kind as Kang Su? He thought he had wasted money on something pointless. But the truth was about to hit him harder than anything he imagined.
'Cause you are beautiful, a beautiful stranger.